The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. So there is the trophy-laden Frank Rijkaard. He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Punched away. Oh, they could break here. Lopez. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fermin going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Osimhen. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Nesta. Now it's Pelé. Fermin. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it out wide, not where it came from. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Donadoni. And he's had it nicked away. Royce. Quarter of an hour played. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pelé. Zico. And the shot! Zico! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
St Mirren are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Played back into the centre. That has been cut short. David Villa.
St Mirren definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
No way through. Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Nesta. He's shifted it to the flank.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
But this is Zico. He is through here. Henderson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pelé. This is a promising build-up. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Raul. Real chance here. And it's... Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
A case now of complete control.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. Doesn't quite get there.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, it's come loose. Nesta herring after the ball here. Now here's the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Royce. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Zico. Quality ball. Raul does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cannavaro. Oh no, what has happened here? Jordan Henderson. Now it's Pele. And it's Lopez. That's the end of the first 45. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we get things going again. Milan not having the rob of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's made its way to him. Now it's Villa. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pele. That's destined for the flank. Space for him to turn and look. He's got away. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Pele. Brilliantly cut out. Royce. He's found a way past. He's under a lot of pressure there. That's a good run down the left. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Zico makes a dash for it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Firmine really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's found a way through. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's a tidy finish! This day becomes absolutely perfect! Utter... And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please be made aware that
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it is quite an atmosphere here in the Mexican capital. That is what greets us whenever the nation's most decorated club is playing here. We're up and running then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's... Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. Azar. And that's gone loose. Schneider.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Plays it through. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Osimhen. That has been slung wide. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
Donadoni! Goal! Milan! The first significant strike. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's had it nicked away. Guardiola. And it's Yaya Toure. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh no, what has happened here? Hazard. Now it's Eto'o. Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, they can break here. Donadoni receives it in a good position here. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that could set him on his way. Belletti. Now he's off and running. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Azar. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Rummenigge. Foot in. Out for a throw. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Griezmann. Araujo cuts it out. Rummenigge. Eto'o. Now it's Shevchenko. Griezmann. And it's Shevchenko. Griezmann. Well, that looks a deep... Big chance! Oh, it's come loose. De Gea trying to keep this in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rummenigge. Now it's Eto'o.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, good-looking ball. Rummenigge just eases him off the ball. Roberto Carlos. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Yaya Toure. Azar. Strong running down that left flank. Ferry gets a foot in here. And it's Belletti. Ferry. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! About as smooth as it gets! And that is all they have time for. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. Away we go again. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Azar. Schneider. Rummenigge going face-to-face with his great rival. Schneider, under an awful lot of pressure. And Araujo. He's cut it out. Jordan Henderson. Griezmann. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that has put paid to that. Henderson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Donatoni. Rummenigge.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Charge, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Milan are at the... Rummenigge!
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 81.007.
That pass isn't the best. Ball's gone out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Donadoni on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Little pass back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressure.
Oh no, this does not look good. And Shevchenko! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Played out to the left flank. And now they can spring out of defence. And he is dashing. Takes a shot! Well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Cambio.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Count unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he get on the end of this? And he shoots! And that's off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Knocks it into space. Donadoni! And it's hit the woodwork and out. No, not quite. That has not gone well. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Takahara. Played back. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Eto'o. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's looking wide. Roberto Carlos. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That has been cut short. Eto'o. Goes for a shot! Great football, shot and save.
Club America certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Rijkaard was in no mood for any of that. He won't be happy with that one. Araujo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ferry promptly onto that, and that is that. Jordan Henderson. Rijkaard. Schneider looks to the other side. That is good strength. And he is definitely... He's going for goal! It's bounced back off the post. Eto'o. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Jordan Henderson. Osimhen looking to... That's that, the end. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Milan! And that's got him off to a flyer.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
India finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Villa. Griezmann. He's picked his way through. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, strongly challenged there. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Zanetti. And he was alert to it. And that has been slung wide. He is through here. That is good. Donadoni! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Good challenge, excellent challenge. India are looking to go forward now. And this is Eto'o. He's onside. That's a real chance. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played with speed from back to front. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
That's a little off target. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Griezmann! Becoming a modern great. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Berry goes direct. Rijkaard. Now it's Osimhen. Looking for options for movement. Zanetti. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Henderson. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Ernest. Rijkaard. Half an hour played now. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Donadoni. Donadoni crosses it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he plays one through. Hazard. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Deco considers his options. That was travelling. Now it's Villa, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Donatoni. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos drives forward on the overlap. Rijkaard. Oh, that's superb. Ainsby. Osimhen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, Waters, and one more try! Rijkaard! Has a... And that's a sharp finish! And it's Deco. Nicely shaped ball. Floated through. Good read, needed to be. Not the most convincing of passes. And he shoots! Now, there's a terrific hit. Hazard. Zanetti. And the pass is intercepted. Jordan Henderson. And that signals the end of the first period. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Costa Curta. Deco. He's had it taken off him. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Rijkaard. Donatoni. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Zanetti. And it's Hazard. Jordan Henderson. Griezmann. Now it's Villa. And he's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Hoeneß has it in a wide position. And that is well cleared. Defending here is really tight. Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Engages. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Numero 11. Via. Lasciano il campo per il numero 16.
Safely in the keeper's hands.
India clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Belletti knocks it into space. India are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Passing nice and neat. Donadoni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And yes, it's there! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 7.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Mohamed Salah going face-to-face with his great rival. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, now he... Osimhen! Corner number 3 coming up. Getting up there! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Deco running with intent. Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there.
India really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's a promising position. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zanetti. And the counter is on. Deco. David Villa. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that has left him in a heap. Griezmann. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping! That's a decent clearance. Xabi Alonso. Searching pass he's played there. Now that's well seen too.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Played into space. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Griezmann.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision.
Il quarto uomo
That is
indica
good
2 minuti
alertness.
di recupero.
Mohamed Salah. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Griezmann. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And time is up. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.